Hey there! Ever felt like the future is this giant, scary monster hiding under your bed, just waiting to jump out and ruin your life? Yeah, me too. But guess what? That monster is actually made of cardboard, and today I'm going to show you how to kick it to the curb. Let's talk about how not to be scared or anxious about the future. Spoiler alert, it's easier than you think. First things first, let's get one thing straight. The future is not a horror movie. It's not out to get you. It's not lurking in the shadows with a chainsaw, waiting to chop up your dreams. The future is more like a blank canvas. Sure, it's a little intimidating because you don't know what you're going to paint yet, but that's the fun part. You get to decide what goes on it. Think of it like this. Imagine you're at an ice cream shop and there are 100 flavors to choose from. You're standing there, staring at the menu, thinking, what if I pick the wrong one? What if I hate it? What if I regret not getting the mint chocolate chip? But here's the thing, even if you pick a flavor you don't love, it's just ice cream. You can always try something else next time. The future works the same way. You're allowed to make mistakes, change your mind, and try again. It's not the end of the world. It's just ice cream. Now, let's talk about the what if trap. You know, those thoughts that keep you up at night. What if I fail? What if I never find love? What if I end up living in a van down by the river? Thanks, Chris Farley, for that nightmare fuel. Here's the thing about what ifs. They're like imaginary monsters. They only have power if you give it to them. Let's play a game. Take your biggest what if and ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Let's say you're scared of failing at your job. Okay, worst case scenario, you get fired. Then what? You find another job, or maybe you start your own business, or maybe you become a professional hula hooper. Hey, it's a living. The point is, even the worst case scenario isn't the end of the world. It's just a detour. And sometimes, detours lead to the most amazing places. Here's the secret. You can't control everything. Shocking, right? But here's what you can control. Your actions, your attitude, and your effort. Let's say you're worried about an upcoming exam. You can't control how hard the test is or what questions will be on it, but you can control how much you study. Focus on that. It's like planting a garden. You can't control the weather or whether a squirrel decides to dig up your carrots, but you can control how often you water the plants and pull out the weeds. And if you do your part, chances are you'll end up with something pretty great. The future is the same way. Do your part and let the rest take care of itself. Another thing that makes the future scary is thinking you have to figure it all out at once. Spoiler alert, you don't. Life isn't a giant leap, it's a series of small steps. Let's say you want to run a marathon. If you've never run before, the idea of running 26 miles is terrifying, but if you start by running just 1 mile, then 2, then 3, suddenly it doesn't seem so impossible. The future works the same way. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Just take one small step at a time. And hey, if you stumble, that's okay. Even professional marathoners trip sometimes. The important thing is to keep moving forward. Here's the truth. The future is always going to be a little unknown, and that's okay. In fact, it's kind of exciting. Think about it. If you knew exactly how your life was going to turn out, how boring would that be? It's like watching a movie where you already know the ending. No surprises, no twists, no, oh my gosh, I did not see that coming moments. The unknown is what makes life an adventure. It's like going on a road trip without a map. Sure, you might get lost, but that's where the best stories come from. So instead of being scared of the unknown, try embracing it. Who knows? You might end up somewhere amazing. Finally, here's my favorite tip. Learn to laugh at yourself. Life is weird, and things don't always go as planned, but if you can laugh at the chaos, it takes away a lot of the fear. Let's say you're worried about giving a presentation at work. You're imagining all the things that could go wrong. You could trip on stage, forget your words, or accidentally call your boss mom. Hey, it happens. But here's the thing. Even if the worst happens, it'll make a great story later. Remember that time I called my boss mom? Hilarious. Laughter is like a magic trick. It turns fear into something you can handle, so don't take life too seriously. It's okay to laugh at yourself and the future. So there you have it. The future doesn't have to be scary. It's not a horror movie. It's not a monster, and it's not out to get you. It's just a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint something amazing. Stop worrying about the what ifs. Focus on what you can control, take small steps, embrace the unknown, and don't forget to laugh along the way. And remember, even if you end up living in a van down by the river, At least you'll have a great view. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button unless you're scared of commitment. See you next time.